Hello, welcome to my channel. Today is the 28th of July, 2021, and we're on a new tab section of Wool Gathering by Diamond Art Club. And we have some more sheep here. We did some sheep over here. This is the sky and some trees hanging over, and we're going to go up that way. We're gonna go to the halfway mark when we get to the top of the young lady. Over there. Over there. Yes, she's over there. Okay, let me see. Where should we start? We should start where there are no diamonds, right? So how are you doing today? Are you hanging in there in the summer for those of us that are experiencing heat waves? Actually, I love summer. So far, only a couple of days were really, really bad, considering we have no air conditioning. Actually, up until this weather changed, good. Congratulate me. First thing I do is pop the drills. Actually, until this weather changed, we didn't have such hot weather, so only a couple of days that are really, really hot, so I didn't think it was worth it to install air conditioning. Well, folks, I am seriously thinking over the fact that we may need to do just that if we're going to keep on getting this weird weather. I mean, I thought it was weird if we didn't get, what is this? That we didn't get any snow over here in the winter. Not this part, where I am living. There was snow in Hungary, but not here. And the snow that did have was really not enough. So I don't know how the agriculture is doing, whether we're going to have a drought, which makes the price of produce go up higher. I do believe the wheat has already been gathered, and the usual festivities that go with that. In the old days, we used to have dances and everything to celebrate a good crop. I'm going to have to put a tissue under my arm because it's so hot that I am sticking. Come on, be serious. I'm sticking to the canvas. You would think I'm a little bit cooler because I'm sitting here with wet hair, but no. Okay, let's see if this will work. I am a summer person, but too much of a good thing? Yeah. I don't know what they're waiting for, but the health spa still is not open. They have opened the children's pool, where they learn swimming, and the baby splashing pool, but they don't have the adult pools open. Yes, I did manage to get my first yearly sunburn. You would think I would be chocolate brown by now. Nope, just red. I mean, a broiled lobster can hide behind me because I am redder, if that's possible. Okay, if I'm going to dump these one more time, I'm going to put them away. Once in a while I get aggravated. Extremely rare, but it's because I have the tray on top of the diamonds, which means it doesn't have a flat surface, so it makes the diamond pop out of my tray. Actually, this is called a boat. Would you believe? Yep. It's called a boat that the diamonds travel in. Mine usually travel all over the place, but we clean it up. No problem. I'm really enjoying doing this canvas. It's very relaxing. It's a huge canvas, but there are no problems with it. And right now, let me tell you folks, problems are the last thing we need. We need a craft that will relax us. I have figured out how to knit socks on 5 needles. I thought I'd totally forgotten it. After taking it apart 5 times, now I got the hang of it. I know. What can I say? Okay, folks, you need to move around and make room because you need one more diamond over there. Yes, I do talk to diamonds, tell them to behave and line up and all those wonderful things. What are your plans for the summer? What did I see? I saw something that needs attending to. Okay, again we have this triangle and this whatever parentheses or whatever that is. I had to be careful because the last time I confused the 2 symbols. So I have to pay a bit more attention to it. Very early in the morning, I made a bit of chicken soup. When it's cooler, that's when I try to do most of the hot cooking, anything that heats up the kitchen. Hubby is on night shift again, so about the only time I see him is in the morning when I ask him, what would you like to eat today? He goes, I don't know, I'm sleepy. I go, yes, dear. It's wonderful when he wakes up. I think he must be dreaming about food or something. And he goes, did you cook this and that? I go, that's not what you told me at 6 o'clock in the morning. He goes, but I thought that's what you're cooking today. I go, no, that's what you were dreaming today. Next time sort of wake me up when you're dreaming and give me the menu for the day or whatever. He goes, oh, I think I should go back to sleep. I go, I think you should quit that job, is what I think. I don't know why he insists on being there in 3 shifts. Why? With all the diplomas he has, he doesn't have to work that kind of job. There's nothing wrong with that job. I worked in 3 shifts. But if you don't have to, and it's obviously taking a toll because he's studying in the meantime. I mean, can you imagine? He's studying for his English exam. English is a foreign language. And working 3 shifts. And you know how it goes. The 2 just doesn't seem to work. He's doing very well, He's a good studier. He learns well. He's very patient, extremely patient. he will repeat something 100 times until he knows it. I'm extremely impatient. I could not do that. You know, he asked me, how come my English accent is different? I said, yes, because I lived there. That's where I learned English. So I learned in school because I was a child and I was going to school. So naturally, I would have a different accent than what he was trying to learn. And he's learning it all by himself online. Let me tell you, I tried to learn Arabic, forget it. I didn't get very far. I told him certain parts of my throat I think I'm missing to pronounce the sounds that he pronounces. And then he goes, yeah, because some of the sounds in Hungarian language are very strange to him. He can speak perfect Hungarian and understand everything. You know, there's no problem in this. But there are a few letters and few sounds that it's not there in any other language. They still have not figured out the origins of the Hungarian language. At first, they thought it was the Finn-Ugric. This is why we're called Hungarians. Ungarische in English, in German. But then they did DNS tests and what have you, and they could not find the origins of the Hungarian people or the language, because we do not have any relations language-wise or DNS-wise with the surrounding countries. Now, of course, the ones that established, I don't know how many thousands years ago, Hungary, were in nomad tribes. You know, they traveled all over, well, Upper Asia and, you know, the Mongols and what have you. So there's a lot of mixture. Sometimes you can see the high cheekbones, especially in the other part of Hungary. But I'm curious to know what my ancestors were. Do you ever think about that? And anyone that tries to learn the Hungarian language has a very hard time with it. Now, of course, I, who was born here, lived here as a young child, don't understand why it's difficult, you know. But hubby doesn't understand why is it difficult to learn Arabic, you know. I guess that's why it's called a mother tongue. I was thinking about that once. I go, oh my God, my children's mother tongue would be mommy swearing. That sort of stopped me from, you know. After that, I decided to think over before I open my big mouth. And actually, if you don't stop yourself, you do get in a habit of using, you know, language that are not always considered proper. And the problem with that is sometimes it slips out at the wrong time before you can stop yourself. And especially when you're doing synchronous translation and you can't remember the word and you go, oh, I can't remember the word. Well, the whole room can hear you using improper language and you're like, oh, I'm sorry. And you go, what does that word mean? And you're like, No translation. Never mind. Yes. There are awkward moments in every profession, is my opinion. And I am a very opinionated lady. You know that by now. Okay, this is the meadow we're working on where the sheep are grazing. That's why their heads are lowered. They're eating so they can grow a nice fluffy wool jacket. I did knit wool socks, 100% wool. Excuse me. And the person I made it for as a gift, I gave instructions: do not wash in hot water. Use, special soap for wool. And preferably wash it in cold water. Well, she put it on 100 degrees Celsius. I said, so now the wool socks have turned into mini socks, perhaps. She goes, the socks shrank for some reason. I said, if I remember correctly, I enclosed a note how to wash these special wool socks, because we cannot get 100% wool socks in the store. You can get a combination of them. I'm sure you can order it online, but I have not seen it here. And she was spending a lot of time outside and needed some nice, thick winter socks. And I thought that would be, so nice. They're nice and soft and comfy and cushy. And you're not going to walk on the ground in the socks, so all you need is a special wool, I suppose woolite or something like that. But I did not include that in the package. Anyway, I learned my lesson too, so if I make wool socks, I will include washing detergent and special instructions, how many languages would you like it in? She couldn't understand why the socks shrank. I said, if you wash a wool sweater in hot water, what happens? She goes, it turns into a Barbie sweater. I go, Well, that's what happened to the socks. So Barbie has some nice wool socks now. Okay? That's what you get for not following instructions. There are some people that read the instructions after something goes wrong. Hint, hubby. I told him the instructions are there to read before you mess up, That's what they're there for, not just for decoration on the paper. He goes, well, it says in the instructions. I go, yeah, it says in the instructions, but you already messed it up. So, go to the part of the instructions where it says, what if you messed up? And try to figure out what you did wrong. He's like, I think we need a person that knows how to do this. I go, or a person that knows how to read. I have a lot of my viewers commented that their husbands are the same thing. They don't like to read instructions. Such a bother. I know what to do. I know how to do this. Okay. If you know, then why do you mess it up? I think it's a logical question. But then I see a lot of this color on that way, so perhaps it's a summer meadow, because that's when the grass turns a little bit yellow from the heat of the sun. I don't think they would be watering this meadow. Seriously, don't think so. We have grazing lands over here too, and they don't water, you know. If there's rain, then there's grass. If there's no rain, then they have to feed something else to the animals that are out on the range. Okay, doke. I see we have some lambs here, which means we're going to be putting in Aurora borealis drills. You know, those special sparkling ones. Okay, guys, let's line up, make room. There we go. Should get some new wax out because the Aurora borealis drills do require a bit more refreshing of the wax in the drill pan. I think it's a special coating on the top, you know, that makes it so beautiful. It just sort of, and mine, it just pulls out the wax in the drill pan. I don't know, do you have that problem? I think that was all from that symbol, yeah. So, let me check the wax in my pen. And I think I might need to put fresh wax in. Let me see what's over here. Oh, no, these are no good. Nope. So, let's see what we have here in the magic box. We have everything in here except what we need, as usual. Oh, let's see, because I'm lazy to get up, that's why. Actually, I thought I put wax over here, but I did not. Okay, so what we're going to do is get some fresh wax because we cannot work without it. Okay, let's see what's in the other magic box. Let me tell you, I have such a collection you would not believe. Why is it that you can never find what you're looking for? I find everything else except what I'm looking for. No, this wax is not good because it was over here unopened. So let's get the jar out. No, that's no good. Let me see. There we go. close it tightly so it doesn't dry out, because then it's useless. Okay, now what we need to do is I'm missing one over here and one like this. Okay, so what I do is remove the old wax. There we go. And then you fill it up with new. Okay, and the top, we just need to refresh our multiplier. Okay, and then we will see how we did. Okay, we'll put this out of the way. And let's see, we need come on. Yeah, we need triangle. This one. Okay, so this is little triangle in a corner. So let's see how we filled up our multiplier. Let's give it a try. Good. Some hanging over the top a little bit. Okay. And now really. I think this one is upside down. I can't see because I have glare. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see. I think this one is slipping, not in its place. Yes. Okay. Now that will be good. Straighten up, guys. Okay, now this one came out again. Where'd you go? Now we're not going to have this nonsense. Stay there. Oh, finally they're lined up nicely. Okay, now we can go straight down this line. So 1, 2, 3, 4 over there. No, I want you to stay there. Good. Okay. So let's carry on with these little triangles. This is a meadow where the sheep are feeding. Sure, they're enjoying it. So you're going to be difficult, huh? Sometimes these tools need a talking to. Actually, when you fill it up with fresh wax, first couple of times, you might have a little problem. If you have nails, just go across it and clean it up. You know, your multiplacer or your single placer, whatever is being unruly for you. My nails have improved, but I think I'm at the point where I may have to learn to use gloves if I want to save my nails. The oil treatments for the nail and cuticle work very well. I am very pleased with it. But if I keep on putting my hands into, you know, bleach and whatever, it's, no matter what you put on your hand, it will just dry it out. So, and I'm always in water, let me tell you. I think in my previous life I must have been a fish or something. I'm thoroughly convinced of that. Do you have sometimes this feeling that you're in a place that you've never been before, and yet you have this feeling that I've been here before. I don't know when, but it feels like I've been here before. It's the weirdest feeling. It does make you wonder whether you did have actually a previous life and you remember that. I think I'm in a one-in-a-lifetime product. Believe me, it's more than enough to have one of me. Humanity does not need more than one of me. I told hubby he can get a second wife, because I have more than enough trouble with one. Why do I need two? Actually, you can have four, dear. He's looking at me like, you trying to kill me or what? Oh, no, dear, I love you. And he's like, did you know that sometimes you can kill with too much love? I go, is that like overwatering the plants? He looked at me like, have this woman lost her mind finally, totally? I was being sarcastic, but I cannot explain. How do you explain what does sarcastic mean? He goes, what is sarcastic? I go, me. That's me. But what does it mean, dear? I go, I don't know. What I'm doing is what it is. He's like, that's not an explanation. I go, I know, but I don't know how to explain it to you. Seriously. I go, sarcastic is saying something, but you don't mean it the way it sounds, you know, like I'm dying of heat, and I say, oh, we're having nice warm weather. That's not exactly what I mean. No, that's not a good explanation. I can't explain. I told you. I don't know how to explain it. How would you explain sarcastic? Put it in the comment section. Because I don't know. I'm thinking. Okay, these are not exactly the way this should be. Okay, doke. Now that's ridiculous. Seriously ridiculous. Good. Bobbing. I wish they would not, but they do. I got it. Don't worry, I caught them. So I think I should have the sock done finally. It looks better. The fourth try was okay, but it was too big. I am working on a thicker yarn, so I started over again. Finally remembered how to do the German short rows. I got confused and I didn't know how to pull up the stitches. I don't do the wrap or whatever. I just, slip off the first stitch and then pull it up to make it a double stitch. And I forgot how to do it. But now it's okay. It came back. I wonder if it's like riding a bicycle. Once you learn it, you don't forget it. I hope so, because I was worried that I forgot everything. And I was like, old age setting in, girl. Your brain has gone into retirement. And I'm like, come on, brain, you know how to do this. My brain is going, I knew a couple of months ago, but you haven't done anything as far as sock knitting in a year. So this is what happens. And then I thought, if I want to give, some socks again for presents for Christmas, then I better get on the ball and start knitting them. Because before you know it, Christmas will be here. And the gifts are sort of in the making, Sometimes it happens with handmade gifts, This is a promise note that I'm making a gift for you. It's not ready yet, but I'm sure you will love it. Have a wonderful holiday. I don't think that's appreciated too much. I seriously don't think so. Oh, folks, it is hot. I'm very happy that I did the cooking early this morning, because I think I would have passed out from heat exhaustion if I would be cooking now. I learned to plan the meals according to the weather. Actually, the forecast doesn't say any rain or anything until perhaps Saturday, and this is only Wednesday. Yeah, I have diamonds in the weirdest places. I'm not going to list a few. I'm sure you can name a few also, those of us that are diamond painters. where these diamonds can travel to. I made some apple drink in my blender with cinnamon in it and some ice cubes, no sugar, and it's very refreshing in my opinion. Traffic picked up because they're all going to eat. Here in Hungary, the main meal is eaten at noon, between noon and 1 o'clock, and everybody stops to eat. Some of the shops even close at noon for eating. The smaller ones, you know, privately owned ones. Sometimes they have a little kitchen in the back and actually make their noon meal. Then they have more than 1 hour for lunch break, and then they're open later on in the afternoon to make up for the lunch break hour. So they get their 8 hours that they're supposed to be open daily. That's how they do it. Because actually there isn't that much shopping going on during those hours because everybody's home eating. So I presume that's why it's like that. I know at first it was rather weird when I came to this country, you know, I mean, it's noon, it's closed for lunch. And I'm like, okay, that's interesting. So, thank you very much for spending time with me today on this hot Wednesday afternoon. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Please hit the like and the subscribe button, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye for now. Take care.